Bites, Tasting Stories, the podcast that explores the stories behind your favorite foods and drinks.
My name is Natalia Mesa, and today we have a very interesting story about absinthe liquor. This is a drink of intense green color. It has about 80 degrees of alcohol and a taste of mystery that no other alcoholic beverage could overcome. Absinthe liquor has more than 2 centuries of history and was a symbol for artists in Europe in the mid-19th century and for the beginning of the 20th century.
The Beat Generation. The Beat.
Poetry.
The elixir that changed ideas, as the famous writer Ernest Hemingway called it, is still part of popular culture and has a lot of fans all over the world.
Venus in orbit shifts.
The bird is the word, and here's Lenny.
Actually, I started my research in 2011. What made me to choose Artemisia absinthium is its medicinal value and its historical value.
This is Dr. Jasimha God Buzineni from Bangalore, India. Since 2011, Dr. God has been researching absinthe and its effects and applications in the area of health and biotechnology.
I got interest because it is used in some Ayurvedic medicine and Unani. Till that time, nobody has evaluated its anti-diabetic potential, even though it is used in folklore medicine for treating diabetes. Very few people know about this treatment.
Its main component, wormwood or Artemisia absinthium, was for the millenary civilizations such as the Egyptian and Greek the mother of whole herbs.
Even if you take in Morocco, so they will use this plant as an infusion to make tea, which is famously called as Sheba tea. Even Middle East people are having the idea about this plant from long time. Even they will make tea from this one decoction by using these infusions. So it's a great plant, and I have done initial research to prove that it is having any sugar, reducing property or not.
But let's talk about the absinthe liquor now, a drink that had been banned for almost a century. A strong campaign against it made it look like a strong hallucinogen, able to cause dementia and even death. The truth is that the drink can now be consumed in most countries where it was once forbidden.
In 1897, Mr. Pernod Fils, a doctor in France, first he formulated the recipe for absinthe liquor by using liquor around 65%, the spirit actually, infused with Artemisia absinthium flowers, grapes, fennel seeds, anise, and so other herbs. So many other herbs that he has used. This recipe got spreaded. During that time, so many famous artists, all these people are more fascinated about the drink.
But it is in cafes and cabarets, among arts, cigarettes, and cancan, where absinthe is more popular. In fact, in the middle of the 19th century, it became a tradition that at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone had to be with their glasses and spoons drinking absinthe. The Green Hour, as it was called, will be the meeting point for writers, poets, painters, and musicians who saw in it more than just a drink. Its fame lasted until 1915, when it was forbidden in France.
When it comes to absinthe liquor, it was blamed because of one of the active ingredient present in which leads to hallucinations and all. Its name is thuzone.
One of the points of discussion focuses on whether or not absinthe is hallucinogenic. The reason is due to one of the components of the plant, thuzone, and to which the mentioned property is attributed. To this day, there is discussion about whether this plant oil will be the one causing the hallucinations. However, the reason goes beyond hallucinating or not hallucinating, since the effects that this component will have do not in itself make the green fairy appear, portrayed in paintings of the time, but rather it is because its excessive consumption can cause shaking and convulsions. A well-known example is that the painter Vincent van Gogh cut off his ear due to strong hallucinations attributed by history to absinthe.
Actually, the damage is done by the alcohol present in the absinthe, not because of thuzone. Thuzone is the active ingredient of the absinthe. So absinthium extract is nothing to do with the symptoms of absinthism. But a misconception was spread there that time. So it is responsible, absinthium extract is responsible for the wide behavior of these people. So then further research have evaluated that thuzone is having very less effect on this psychoactive behavior.
Absinthe will cease to be the focus of attention for almost a century and become only a source of stories and good memories. From being more popular than wine, absinthe went anonymous and underground. This will last until it was reborn from the dead. After the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, in Eastern Europe, the drink will slowly start to become massive. Nowadays, it is possible to find bars in countries such as Germany, Spain, and France that offer absinthe liquor, despite all the history it has. One of the things that draws attention to absinthe is the preparation. The most classic is putting the liquor in a special glass where a flat spoon, usually carved, has been placed carrying a lump of sugar. The purpose is to empty very cold water over it in such a way that it becomes gradually diluted, as this also lowers the alcohol content. In the most popular time of drinking, the size for both men and women were different. The latter used to take 5 parts water and 1 part liquor. The other form of drinking absinthe became popular in the 19th in the Republic of Czechoslovakia and involves performing the same process described before, except that the sugar cube is slid in the glass. This way it acquires a more caramelized flavor and not as bitter as the classic one, the one that used to be drunk by people like Ernest Hemingway. This episode was produced by me, Natalia Mesa. If you want to know more about food and drink stories, don't forget to follow our podcast. You will be surprised by the many interesting stories and facts about food culture. Don't forget to write us if you want to leave a comment or suggestion. See you next time!